What is going on, YouTube? I am on my way over to get this weekend lift started. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. By the time you'll be seeing this, it'll be about halfway over. But yeah, today is a pull day, and I'll be heading on over to Crunch Fitness to get it started. The workout agenda is looking like the usual in terms of the pull day, second pull day of the week. So I'll be doing pull-ups to start off with, and then cable rows, and then moving on over to lat pull downs, and then back extensions. I'm still kind of locking in my form on this back extension machine. But I think I am going to increase it to the highest angle like I did for my last set last week, which I feel like, as I am trying to get a lot of lower back involvement out of it as well, I feel like that's kind of something that I should definitely implement, as if I have the angle slightly less inclined, I think I would probably be getting more glute and hamstring activation, which I'm totally fine with, but I would just prefer to get some more lower back, and that's kind of why I implement the back extensions on my back day, because I already do Romanian deadlifts on my leg days, and that fairly well covers a pretty good chunk of my posterior chain and hamstrings and glutes, and even the calves, I imagine. So I pretty much just polish them off with back extensions on my back day, my pull day here. So, and that I think that fairly well covers my entire back in terms of overall growth and posterior chain support. As if you treat your back like glass, it'll probably end up being like glass. So, and I know most people injure themselves and then they have to be careful around it, but I feel like if you're fully healthy right now and you're young, even if you're young or even if you're older and don't have injuries yet, I feel like you should definitely start implementing them, even if you start off light. Like, I did not start anywhere near this heavy. Back when I stopped deadlifting, conventional deadlifting from the ground, just going as heavy as I could, I was like, I want to do something where it's still a good back stimulus, but it's not as it's not as systemically difficult to recover from. So like my back after deadlifts, like my whole central nervous system would be cooked. Like I physically was not able to push as hard on the movements afterwards, or pull rather, as hard as I could if I had started off with just pull-ups or something like that. So kind of an interesting dilemma there. But yeah, so I if you guys are just deadlifting right now as your main back movement, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you are on a program, I'd say stick to it. But I would say for your next phase, maybe give back extensions a try instead of deadlifts, as you still get an excellent back stimulus, and you're also training it through a full range of motion, not just an isometric hold like you are for a deadlift. So yeah, kind of an interesting thought to think about if you haven't already. But yeah, I'm gonna hop in the gym here and get this lift started in just a second.
Stuck in the town and underneath the soft underbelly of broken trees.
All right, folks. Well, that is this entire week's lift complete. I'm pretty happy with this specific workout in terms of the overall weight moved. However, I will say my energy was like non-existent throughout that workout. I don't know what was going on with that. Um, Mentally, I was there, but my body physically, I guess I just was tired. Um, but yeah, it didn't prevent me from moving my normal weights at least. And then I did up it on a couple things. So like my chest supported underhand grip row, that I upped the weight on, and I'm pretty happy about that. As I'm pretty happy that I was able to even do that movement, because I saw on my last leg day that they had it like taped off for whatever reason. So I guess they were like doing some repairs to it, but I was worried it wasn't going to be fixed, but they fixed it again. And I really like that machine. It's just a hammer strength, simple, and trustworthy. It kind of just works. I was like thinking to myself, how did someone break this? But then I did see somebody at one point doing, like, they were standing and doing like croc rows where they had like 4 plates on there and were just like flinging it around. I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyhow, yeah, I upped the weight on that, and I got that for 3 sets of 9. And then I did my drop set, Kelso Shrug drop set as well. And so yeah, felt overall the weight moved fairly decently today. My pull up form felt good today. Back extensions moved all right. I had a couple people, 2 people were asking me questions. I'm like, do I look like a personal trainer? I don't know. Do I have like the personal trainer look? But anyhow, they were asking, like an old guy came up and was like, how are you moving so much weight? I'm like, well, you slowly add, you start with a weight you can manage and slowly add a little bit every week. And then he was asking me like, what what does having your hands wider or your hands narrower do for these rows and for these pull downs? And so I was explaining, one targets your back a little more and you get a little more bicep on the other. And then he's like, what about close grip versus narrow grip? And how about biceps? And like, what are you looking to target? Your core, your torso? I'm like, he said he was speaking some of the language like he knew what he was talking about, but also some of the stuff that he was saying was like completely unfounded. Like, when you're doing rows, he's like, are you training your abs? I'm like, well, you use your abs a little bit to stabilize, but not really the main thing you're targeting. So kind of funny how some people get some like conceptions in their brain just from an entire lifetime of, I guess, just thinking of things to themselves and not really looking at the actual research or whatnot. But I can't. I mean, he was interested to learn, so I can't blame him now. Can't fault him for that now. But yeah. And then another lady was asking me questions as well. It's funny. I guess when it rains, it pours, and then literally we're getting a bunch of water. That's one thing. I don't know if it's raining outside at Crunch because they don't have natural light. It's just all it's like a warehouse basically. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me this week, and maybe for just a couple videos, or if this is your first video, then I appreciate you hanging out. But if you liked it, I'd appreciate it if you leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment with anything on your mind, and subscribe for more content just like this. Until next time, later.